Hi folks, Ray DVD here. Welcome to the Movie Reviewers 100 channel again. I'm the first to review this week. We've had a couple of casualties of war, Big Al and AJ. I think they've both come down with a touch of the flu or something. So get well soon, guys, and get your reviews ready for next week. So the subject this week, it is Matt Damon week. The film I'm going to speak about is the 1997 film Good Will Hunting. Now, along with Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, they actually wrote the screenplay for this, and they starred in it. And it was up for 9 Oscar nominations, and it won Best Original Screenplay for Ben and Matt. You've probably seen it, it's legendary in Hollywood now. And Robin Williams won one as well for Best Supporting Actor, which he thoroughly deserved. His performance in this is fantastic. Matt Damon as well, he was up for a nomination, didn't win it though. But you know the basic story. Matt Damon plays Will Hunting. He's a boy genius who's a janitor at MIT College, and he's always getting into fights and stuff. But then he solves a puzzle on a blackboard one day in the college, and the professor finds out that it is Will Hunting, Matt Damon. So he gets him out of jail and says, no, but if you can sort of train or teach us how to do some of the equations, then you'll be okay. You'll be free. You'll get a good career and everything. But as long as he goes to see a psychologist, and then the first couple of psychologists, he tears them to shreds. He just gets inside their minds, and he says, no, we can't deal with this guy. This guy's a loony. So the professor, played by Stellan Skarsgård, employs his old sort of college roommate Sean Maguire, played by Robin Williams. Robin Williams, he's had a rough few years. His wife's died of cancer, and he's just basically got his teaching sort of psychology classes where he should have been a better. He should have had a better career and everything, and he's looked down upon by the professor, Stellan Skarsgård. He doesn't go to any of the reunions or whatever. And then the first couple of meetings, Matt Damon finds Sean's weak points, and then he presses all his buttons, he makes fun of his wife and stuff. And then they have a bit of a set too. But eventually become friends and that, and then they sort of open up to each other, and they play off each other. They're like, well, why are you doing this? And the other one says, well, that's a good point there, but why are you doing that? So and then Matt Damon, the professors want Matt Damon to go to like MIT and teach and go to have this fantastic career. But Robin Williams' character, he just says, no, follow what you can be anything you want, just follow your heart, no. And through this as well, Will Hunting's met a girl, a rich girl from college and that, and then he's intrigued by her, but he doesn't want her to get too close because he's been hurt in the past, because his personal life and that, his family life. His dad used to beat him up and stuff, and anybody that gets close to him, it's a defence mechanism. He'll push them back, and press their buttons and get them to leave him. So he keeps on asking Sean, about how did you meet your wife and stuff, and this is what he's at the back of his mind. And eventually, Sean Maguire says, no, follow your heart, do what's right for you. And at the end of the day, does he go to MIT or does he go for the girl? Well, it's Hollywood, isn't it? He went for the girl. So, yeah, that was it. That's the basic story, and it's a fantastic film. Now, Matt Damon, in my mind, he's a movie star who's also a pretty good actor, but he's not a great actor. But you can't argue with the films that he's actually he's appeared in. He's appeared in loads of absolute amazing films. It started off with Good Will Hunting, then he would go on to make stuff like The Rainmaker, Jason Amy, Rounders, Saving Private Ryan, The Talented Mr. Ripley. So he's one of the Hollywood greats now. And like I say, he's had a good career. He's been in a couple of good franchises. He's been in the Oceans franchise. And he's also had the success of the Bourne films as well. So he's seen it and he's done it all. Good Will Hunting, great director, Gus Van Sant. He was the king of the indie films at the time. His CV is good when you look at his filmography. The film was produced by Lawrence Bender, who produced a lot of the Quentin Tarantino films. And then, it's got a great cast: Matt Damon, Robin Williams, Ben Affleck, Minnie Driver, and Stellan Skarsgård, who's really quite funny in this film. He plays a good part. The music as well is. I was surprised when I actually found out it was by Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman, just an absolute amazing film composer. One of my all-time favourites. And this is a wee bit slightly lower key for Danny Elfman soundtrack. Really, really classy, and good cast as well. I say this was Hollywood. It was celebrated by Hollywood. 9 Academy Awards, 2 of their own. So guys make it big. They created their own screenplay, and they were the stars as well. They had it all, and still a fine film. So I would recommend Good Will Hunting. So look out for the guys' reviews during the week, and Big Al and AJ, hope you feel better soon, guys.